Let's do it. Yeah, that was... How did that feel for you, Andy? Easy! Easy! Hello everyone and welcome to Best Side Cycling. I'm here at my local hill, China Creek. I've given this a go before to try to get the KOM after just receiving my Aethos, but I think I was short of the KOM. It's been about a year and we're gonna go for it again. The old record hasn't changed, and today I have Andy here on his e-bike filming me. So without further ado, let's go on and let's try out this hill. We're good. Alright, let's go. Alright, let's do it. Alright, pace rate. We're starting with a bit of a lead in here, picking up some speed before we hit the main hill and segment. All my rider data is going to be up there, so this is going to be a pretty exciting one as we're going to have the full effort live. And here's the hill, and I make a turn and off we go. My power is really spiking up, my RPM's going all the way through the roof, over 100. And if you know me, when I ride for these efforts, I ride exactly like Onoda from the Owamushi pedal. I just sort of like to sit in my saddle and spin. So I really take a lot of inspiration from him, but also that's just how I found that how I sort of can actually time out these efforts. As a smaller guy, I don't really have the muscles to really grind and really power through out of the saddle, but what I can rely on is just basically my low weight at 50 kgs and just being able to keep working those pedals. The gradient and the heart rate is a little bit overall a little delayed, I think, in terms of the data coming in, but yeah, this segment overall is pretty darn steep. It's gonna be in the mid-teens the whole way. It goes for about 12% gradient at 430 feet, and I'm holding a pretty good power right now, definitely higher, a little higher than what I was expecting to do for the whole segment. Tips around that is that, yeah, I think I've been able to get a lot more of my PRs this season because I've been sort of been a little bit more methodical about timing out and then aiming for certain power levels instead of doing it completely by feel. And I mean, that's just one part of it. I think it's just part of it. I mean, at the end of the day, you're just giving it your full, but it's definitely very interesting how you can really make use of some of these tools, and that even if you do have something like a power meter, you can really calibrate yourself towards that and then realize what kind of efforts at that time you can do it for like certain different intervals, and that really helps out when it comes to these sort of shorter rides. But yeah, we're off cooking now. Now my heart rate is rising up to the levels I expected to, probably in the 170, 180 range, and that means that I'm working. My cadence has definitely slowed down. I'm sort of wiggling a bit, and that's when you know I'm getting a bit of the fatigue. And yeah, I think right now what I'm doing is basically the gradient on this hill is gonna like chill for a little bit. So I'm actually internally using this as a bit of a resting point. That's a sort of good tactic with any sort of hard effort or these timed efforts, is you want to sort of go with the gradient, and then the gradient right here as you turn right, you can sort of see on the screen too, it really just spikes up, and so does my wattage. Generally speaking, I would say there's sort of like two different types of riders. One that likes to go fast and is motivated by that, so they push more watts. And the second, the type of rider I am, the one that just gets pulled along by the terrain. I can't really put the watts out unless the terrain forces me to do so, and that's just part of my personality, I think. Like maybe I'm just a little bit lazy, but we're definitely in the thick of it now, as this is the steepest part of the whole segment. Definitely looks that way on the screen too, as I'm on one of my lowest gears, just spinning, trying to get through this. I take a quick look at my current time, and I'm definitely up 13 seconds, so on KOM record. So I'm just trying to pull it together to get everything through. I definitely overpaced it because I am really fading, as you can sort of get a look at the left. I definitely have a bad habit of getting too excited near the bottom, so now is sort of the time to pay back as I keep looking down, being out of breath. So if you've been appreciating this hard effort and really the awesome camera work of Andy, please roll over that like button and subscribe. I mean, I'm not a racer or anything, but I really do love just climbing hills for the fun of it, and making videos like these. Sometimes it's a nice measure of the progress I've made so far. And there's going to be an opportunity upcoming with Best Side Summits for you to actually ride some of these hills with me. the whole idea of the ride for me is to get people to try out these steep hills, try something new, challenge yourself. So it's gonna be a sort of self-paced and no drop environment where I'm basically gonna be your tour guide and cheering you on through each of these hills. I had a really good time last year hosting it, and it was really good vibes, so bringing it back. So all the details in the link below, and yeah, hope to see you there. But anyway, we're just about the end here. I am gone as the whole gradient is flattening out and I don't have the will to push. So I think I'm just moments away from finishing the actual segment, so I'll bring it back to live best side cycling.
I got it. Yeah. Nice. I'll film that. Alright. Garmin says 4:32. We should have got it. I'll confirm it a bit. Yeah, that was. How did that feel for you, Andy? Easy. Alright.
Got the KOM confirmed here in the video, but thanks so much for watching, and lots more other things to come.